There is one ingredient out there that I will never, ever, ever professionally recommend to anybody. And that ingredient is... What's up, everyone, and welcome to Gwen Skin, the channel that's powered by ingredients and skincare, and where we get to the naked truth of what those ingredients do. Today we are talking all about hyperpigmentation, also known as dark spots. So before we go all in, there are a couple things I do want to disclose with you guys. My name is Guinevere. I am a licensed esthetician in California. If you don't know what a licensed esthetician is, that means that I am a licensed skincare professional. And no, I am not naked, but at the same time, I personally cannot lie to you when I am naked, so I find it fitting. Today we're talking all about hyperpigmentation, and in order for you to fight hyperpigmentation, I feel that it's very important for you guys to understand how hyperpigmentation forms, what kind of ingredients to look for when you're trying to treat hyperpigmentation, and what never to use when treating hyperpigmentation. So let's get into it. Hyperpigmentation is characterized as dark spots on the skin that can be literally anywhere and everywhere. That includes on the body. Personally, I know how annoying they are because I have some hyperpigmentation right along my chin area, and I have been working for well about 5 to 6 years to help fight against my hyperpigmentation. I have seen dramatic results, but that change only happened when I started to pay attention to what ingredients I was actually using. When I was a newbie and barely starting off treating my hyperpigmentation, there were so many ingredients that I had no idea were actually making my hyperpigmentation a hell of a lot worse. So as a result, I feel that it's very important that you guys pay attention to what kind of ingredients you're putting onto your skin and know what they do in order to fight your hyperpigmentation. Hyperpigmentation forms through the stages of melanogenesis in the skin. And oddly enough, hyperpigmentation is the skin's natural way of protecting itself from damage and mutations. Melanogenesis is the process by which your skin produces pigment for you, also known as melanin. When melanogenesis has been activated in the body, a lot of times the skin can become confused, so to speak, when producing melanin for the skin. And that's because a lot of times there's a lot of base pigment that's there already, and so it overproduces melanin in order to protect that little area that was affected by the trauma. When treating hyperpigmentation, it's actually very important to look for ingredients that are melanogenesis inhibitors. Melanogenesis inhibitors actually suppress the amount of pigment that's being produced in the skin so that it doesn't have to overcompensate. Now, there's only one ingredient out there that I professionally never recommend to anybody, and that one we will have to come back to. But do press that like and subscribe button so we can keep learning about our skin together. These are ingredients that I professionally recommend when you're trying to lighten your hyperpigmentation. Kojic acid is a melanogenesis inhibitor as well as an antibacterial agent. This ingredient could be very effective for those out there who are very prone to acne and developing hyperpigmentation as a result of it. Azelaic acid is a melanogenesis inhibitor that works by suppressing excessive melanin production. The way that it does this is by eating away and killing off malfunctioning cells without harming any of the new and healthy ones that are rising to the surface. Lactic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid and melanogenesis inhibitor that works by gently breaking down the bonds in between cells to allow for gentle, easy exfoliation, and also helps to maintain your skin's moisture. This ingredient can be used by all skin types. L-Ascorbic acid, also known as vitamin C. To be honest with you, I feel like we hear about this ingredient so much, but yet so many people don't really understand what this ingredient does for the skin. So, it is a very powerful antioxidant as well as melanogenesis inhibitor. It has so many benefits to the skin other than just brightening. With prolonged use of vitamin C, it has been proven to support collagen production in the skin. It has been proven to improve skin's elasticity, and it also helps to prevent wrinkle production, because we all love those. Resveratrol is a melanogenesis inhibitor as well as anti-inflammatory. Inflammation is one of the more common ways that hyperpigmentation forms. This ingredient can really help you with the inflammation that is causing your hyperpigmentation. Mandelic acid is a melanogenesis inhibitor and alpha hydroxy acid. To be honest with you, this is a little bit harder to come by, so I do recommend looking into an esthetician in your life who just so happens to know where to get products that have mandelic acid in them. With prolonged use of mandelic acid, it has been proven over time to improve the appearance of photoaging, hyperpigmentation, and acne. Arbutin is a melanogenesis inhibitor, antioxidant, and skin conditioner derived from pears, blueberries, and cranberry. This guy works by suppressing the maturation of excessive pigmentation in the skin. Arbutin is also a more natural alternative to hydroquinone. For those who like to be a little bit more on the natural side, licorice root, mulberry, and rumex extracts are all natural melanogenesis inhibitors. Now, there is one ingredient out there that I will never, ever, ever professionally recommend to anybody, and that ingredient is hydroquinone. The reason why is because this ingredient is a bleaching agent. In the early 1800s, it was used in photo development and cleaning agents. Like, that has no business being on your skin at all, and it will do absolutely nothing to improve your skin's health. With prolonged use of hydroquinone, especially in people of color, you run the risk of developing a skin condition called exogenous ochronosis. And that looks like this. Once that starts to develop, it's merely impossible to get rid of. Now, hydroquinone was an experience that I had had once I had started being a newbie and all. When I had started trying to lighten my hyperpigmentation, I had immediately turned to hydroquinone because in school, that's what they had told us was the most popular ingredient to use for lightening the skin. This really screwed my skin up, to be honest. Once I ran out of the product that had it in it, my hyperpigmentation had come back insanely darker. So in order to prevent anybody else from having the same experience, I personally just never professionally recommend this product to any person of color, nor any other person of a lighter skin tone either. It has also been banned in the countries of the UK, Europe, Australia, and Japan. Now, all of this advice and knowledge is 100% absolutely useless to you if you're not wearing a broad spectrum SPF of 30 or higher. The reason why is because you've been working so hard to reverse all of this damage. So why would you want to continue the damage occurring by not wearing a sunscreen, especially when it's so damn easy to pick one out nowadays? If you guys need help picking out any products that have some of these ingredients in them, or if you just need help with picking out a damn good sunscreen, please let me know in the comments how I can help you, as that is 100% my aim here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you guys took some of this valuable information to heart with you. And next time when you're shopping for a product that helps with brightening hyperpigmentation, you know exactly what to look for. Do stay connected with me through Instagram, as every week in my stories I am still talking about different skin ingredients that help with different skin conditions. Until next time, I'll see you in the fab lane. Mandelic acid is another Mandelic acid is an Mandelic acid is an that car. Arbutin is a blah, blah, blah.